If you like these videos, give them a thumbs up. All right, we are here. This is uploaded by John Wells. Thank you, John, for uploading this content. Let's get the full screen here. This is a crit in Pleasanton, California, the 2022 IC3-4 Cash. We're going to play it in the full speed so you can watch this. This is going to be very, very educational masterclass. This is normal speed, 19 seconds. Let's go. All right, fast and furious. Looks like it's coming to the last lap, maybe, or maybe it's a preem sprint. And the heat's on. The heat is on. Look, everyone's out of the saddle, sprinting up there, and this guy's moving back, and he gets a bit of a push, and then boom, 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 bam, bam. It looks like he hit his head there. So the pace is hot. Let's go again. Let's slow the speed right down, and we're going to make some amendments here. I'm going to give my criticisms and comments. So first up, let's observe the riders. All right, let's look at the players here. Kudos goes to this guy here. He is riding a 2001 Trek 1500 with Bontrager race wheels, and an Ultegra 6500 triple ring group set. This bike is worth literally $200 on Facebook. $200 bike. He's on a $200 bike. Move over here. This guy looks to be on a factor. Was that 12 grand? So you got $200. Like this guy's bike would have cost less, be worth less than what this guy's helmet retailed at. All right, let's go slow-mo here. You can still see the bling, the disc brake bike. I shouldn't call it bling. I should just call it dentist bikes, overpriced. But hey, ride what you want to ride. This guy here is proving you can be up there. He's probably maybe a bit of a new rider as well, and he's on a $200 bike. And this guy over here is an SL7 S-Works. We're going to mention him later on. He's going to make some errors. He looks like a dentist on the S-Works SL7, no gloves. So we've got some riders here. So holding your line in a crit, so this white line here, holding your line means you're going to keep your line. You don't really zigzag around. Holding your line means it's safer for everyone. When you really go off your line abruptly, jerkily, that's when it's dangerous. This guy here, he's coming back. He's holding his line. All right, he's holding his line. He's doing the right thing. This guy here almost hits him because he's not paying attention. It gives him a push. His handlebar gets clipped by the elbow, and he hits the dentist on the SL7. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. And then bang, tank slap down. Broken collarbone, apparently. Let's just pause it for a sec. Why is this guy out in the middle of nowhere? All right? He's not getting any draft. He could be sitting up here behind this guy getting some draft. This dentist on his SL7, no gloves, is out here. Like, why would you ride an aero bike? You know what I mean? Like, this is the sort of person who rides an SL7. And I'm not, I'm making fun, but it's nothing serious, all right? But you know what I mean? Like, my bike's more aero. Yeah, so when you're riding in in no man's land, you know what I mean? Get the draft. It's a crit. Aero matters. This is an aero out here, all right? He's got an aero helmet, and he's sitting out there sucking up an extra 150 watts to maintain the same speed. So what we're going to see here, watch this guy, watch the dentist. All right, let's call him dentist. There's a bit of tongue-in-cheek here. Let's watch dentist pedaling. He's on his SL7. He's going to pedal through the corner. All right, so watch this. Everyone else is not pedaling through the corner. Now watch this guy. Watch dentist, and he's going to start pedaling through the corner. Look at that. He cuts the inside line, pedaling through the corner. You know what I mean? So. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not sure if more crashes happen in this race or what, but it is. This is what I mean. Like, and then you got guys who aren't eating enough sugar because like sugar's bad, so they can't pay attention as much. So it turns out the guy who crashed has 20-something years of racing experience, and it sort of shows because he was on the front, maybe leading someone out, or just a bit of a hot lap. And he came back. When he comes back for the bunch, he's holding his line, so he's aware of holding the line. But maybe he was a bit undercarbed because when he did get tapped, he almost went a little bit hypoglycemic energy-wise. His movements, my assumption, wouldn't bet my life on it, but my assumption is probably running a bit low on sugar. Because look, when he gets pushed, he really deviates his line a lot. This guy here pushes him, and then he goes over, and then his handlebars just get clipped by that. His hand gets clipped by the guy's leg coming up. Then he clips the dentist wheel, and then it's just all over. If the dentist wasn't there, if the guy didn't push him, he wouldn't have crashed. Right? If the guy who did the push was paying attention, he wouldn't have almost hit. Like, let's have a watch here. The guy who did the pushing wasn't paying attention. You always, number one rule not crit, always hold your line, 2, always eyes up the road. 3, you don't put your hands on the riders unless you want to be sued. All right, so let's watch this guy here. All right, this is the guy here, and he's coming up. He's not even really paying attention, because then he's like hits the brakes a little bit, and this guy here hits the brakes, so he's not really paying attention. Like, everyone else moved around this guy, but these guys didn't. They weren't not paying attention. This guy here, you know how to push riders, man. So he this guy here started. Okay, if this guy didn't do the pushing, we wouldn't have all this. We'd make this video. And then Dentist over here. What is Dentist doing? Why is Dentist out? So Dentist was on this guy's wheel. All right, Dentist is getting the draft here, and for some reason Dentist, I'm not sure what Dentist is doing. Okay, so this guy doesn't move, and then Dentist gets out the saddle to try and get across. All right, and then what's Dentist doing? He sits back down. Still in the draft. He's still in the draft. Okay, so Dentist is doing okay. And then what happened? What happened that made Dentist be out there on his lonesomes? Did he go around the blue and white rider? Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. So yeah, all right. So Dentist almost, look, he touched the brakes a bit there. So Dentist hit the brakes, because look at the gap between these. Look at blue and white. Let's call him Bluey. And this guy here, Dentist, feels someone hit him, and he hits the brakes. Yeah. So looks like Dentist grabbed his brakes a little bit, and then that gap opened up, because this blue and white didn't really seem to accelerate it. Let's watch again. So he hits him, and he touched the brakes a little bit. Looks like Dentist touched the brakes, because look at how the gap opens up. Boom, that gap opened right up. So yeah, it seems like Dentist hit the brakes, and Dentist still staying out there, in the wind a bit. But he's pedaling through the corner. I'm looking to watch this. He starts pedaling. Like he's like, look, he's really pushing it, man. All right. If you're sitting last in the back, you can do that. But if you're going to crash, you're going to take it a bunch. That's the deal there. Let's watch it one more time on full speed. And again, thanks to John Wells for making this public. Things move fast. Things move really fast in the crits. Okay. So you can be really onto it, no pushing, like boom, 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 and bam. That's just like, it's hectic, man. Crits are hectic. So you got to pay attention, man. Pay attention.